Hey guys, this video was actually planned for a while. I just wasn't sure when I was going to film it because I needed to be in a certain mindset. I don't know what that mindset is. I wanted to do this for a really long time, and that's really all that matters. I decided to call these kind of things Rambled Rants because I'm basically rambling. That's honestly what it is. I'm sticking with it, and it's now a thing, and I'm very excited. Today, I wanted to talk about something a little bit more personal, very common in, society. I want to talk about anxiety. Anxiety is such a complicated and confusing condition. Everyone who has it experiences it differently. Webster's dictionary defines anxiety as the fear or nervousness about what might happen. Honestly, don't know if that's necessarily true. Obviously, in some cases it can be, but in my case, it's not always like that. I have lived with anxiety since middle school. A lot of people think that these kind of things have triggers, but they really don't. They don't. Mine doesn't, anyway. And the thing is, even when it does have a trigger, you don't always know exactly why, and you know that you shouldn't be feeling that way, and that's part of the reason why it's so complicated and confusing, because you know that you're being unreasonable and there should be no reason why you're so afraid or so panicked about this certain thing. You might not even know what it is. With my anxiety, it can be difficult to pull out of. It's not fun. When I have my, when I panic, it's either very minor and I can excuse myself from the situation. The best way to honestly describe like a full-blown panic attack is you feel like you're dying. It affects you physically as well as mentally. I don't know a better way to word it than that. It's one of the worst feelings ever. If I were dying, that's how I would imagine it would be like. It sounds so overdramatic, but it's honestly, that's just how it is. I have a little notebook of what I want to say, and I'm still stumbling over my words and rambling. Rambled rants, that's exactly what it is. If I could describe anxiety in one word, it would be frightening. I honestly feel like I am being attacked when my anxiety is at its full peak, because I keep saying it, but it's a physical and mental. It's just always going to be a part of you. It's not something that can really be fixed. Anxiety is chronic. Anxiety is chronic. Fortunately, people have to live with it, and people have to learn to deal with it. The people that are around them, that love them, have a hard time dealing with it because they're having a hard time dealing with themselves. I'm explaining it like it's the biggest deal in the world. It's not. At the time of a panic attack, it may feel like it is the biggest thing in the world, but with anxiety, it could be about the stupidest things, and you literally have no reason to be feeling the way you are feeling, and yet you feel. It's funny sometimes. I have to laugh at myself because I get worked up over the stupidest things. Like, my anxiety comes in weird bursts. In certain situations that would normally make me anxious, I don't feel anxious. But in some situations where I normally don't feel anxious, I start feeling anxious. I wish I could explain it to you, and that's why it's the most complicated and confusing thing. The worst thing about coming down from a panic attack, it's so awkward. Especially for the people that had to bear the brunt of your anxiety, and it's embarrassing. It's something that you feel like you can't control. The key is not letting yourself get to that point. Trying to rationalize the situation before you get to the full-out panicking. And that's hard. It's not something that you can just snap your fingers and be like, oh, look at me, I'm not anxious anymore. Yeah, no, I wish. I hate being in that position where I feel like I am legit insane because of my anxiety, because I know that I am not insane, or at least I hope not. I like to think that I'm a pretty sane person, and I hate putting other people in that position too. where they don't really know what to say and they don't know what to think. But the thing is, you don't have to say anything unless, you know. See, that's the thing. Sometimes you want people to say something to you, and sometimes you don't want people to say something to you. It's so confusing. I'm aware of my anxiety, especially when I'm going through these emotions at a rapid pace and my mind is racing and I can't get these negative thoughts out of my head. And what makes it worse is that I do know that I should not be feeling the way I'm feeling, and that just makes me more frustrated because I don't want to be feeling it, so why am I feeling it? Anxiety will always be a part of me, but it will never be me as a whole. I'm putting down my notes. I had like a whole essay written out and I did not follow it whatsoever because I was rambling. I'm making it seem like anxiety is such a big deal, but it's not. Anxiety is not the end of the world. It's not. When you're in that position, when you are in that anxious mindset, it can feel like it, but it's not. Never tell somebody who has anxiety that they should not be feeling that way because they know it. They know it. A lot of people suffer from it, and maybe people can relate. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I really, really, really appreciate it. You guys are the best. I have 80 subscribers. I don't know when that happened. I think I started making videos again at like, I think I had around like 62. So that's really, really cool. So thanks, guys. Okay, I am going to get some sleep, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.